Bonsoir, bonsoir. Good evening, everybody. Welcome. People are still going to be kind of trickling in here. Tonight, we're going to talk with Maria, whose daughter was shot in May and still has not gotten the help from Harvey city officials and police that she deserves, that her family deserves. And we're also going to have a few other guests on. So we'll have a panel. And if you guys want to put any questions that you might have in the chat, we will be taking questions and just giving you a general update on Harvey and on some of the other things going on in the Southland. So let me I'm gonna grab my water. Hi, Wyoming. Hello, Crook, my faithful mod. Thank you again for helping. I'm gonna grab my gosh, I don't know why I'm getting the glare. Let me grab some water and I will be right back. Okay. All right, everybody. Hey, Maria. Hola. Maria is our first guest. She's with us. Habla un poquito de español, pero no mucho. So I speak a little bit. Sorry, I'm trying to get that glare. What in the world happened with my camera? But Maria, and is Angelina with you? Angelina está aquí también, Maria? I don't know why that's doing that, you guys. I'll try to move it around so it doesn't. Whew. It's another hot one today. So, yes, get comfy. Hopefully, you all are staying cool. It's not super, super hot today, but it's still kind of warm. Okay, let me send, and then if Maria wants to come on, Maria, you and your daughter can also come on via video if you want. Let me send you the link here. So yeah, so I just sent that to you. So you can actually come on video and audio, Maria. Hope everyone's doing well. I just took the dog for a walk, which he loves, even though it's still super humid out there. So Maria, hopefully I sent you that link. Hopefully you can figure that out. And Angelina, if you're there, maybe you can help your mom. If you click on that link that I sent via Messenger, then that will basically takes you backstage, and then I can see you, and then you can come on and we can see your video and or your audio. You don't have to be on video. It's up to you. But okay, so who else is with us? Wyoming, Crook, Maria, Angelina. Here you guys are. I saw you, Angelina, but you guys aren't on stage yet, but I'll add you. Don't be shy now.
Oh.
There you go. No seas tímido. Don't be shy. Besides, you're the translator. You're helping translate. So yes, hola. So how have you guys been? Sorry, it's been so long since I was able to finally share some of the interview that we did. As you know, there's been a lot going on in Harvey. So mucho lots going on. How are you? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna add in Amir. Amir's with us. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Crook. Hey, Amir, how are you?
Ryan, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear. Although, can you do me a favor and turn that light either off? There's a light behind you that's like,
Right.
put glare into our eyes.
I'm gonna reposition it. So give me a second, okay?
Oh, sure. I
Is
was
that
gonna
better?
say that light's probably meant to be on your face. Yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, yeah, we can see you better now.
Oh, perfect.
Yes, yes. Okay. So yeah, Maria and Angelina, this is Amir. So he's been helping with some things with Harvey, and he also was a victim of violence recently as well. So Angelina, I don't know if you translate that just so your mom knows what's going on and so she can know who Amir is.
Van a preguntar, ¿qué más por acá?
Did you tell Angelina? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Did you tell your mom? Does she understand who Amir is?
le dice mamá que él nos va a ayudar, que también era una víctima de él.
Dile que muchas gracias.
She said thank you very much.
Buenos dias,
Oh,
Maria. Buenos dias.
you're very welcome. Of course, of course. Maybe what we should do is just start. Since Amir, you probably know a little bit about Maria and Angelina. Amir, do you want to just kind of introduce yourself and then explain like what's been happening? What brought you to Harvey recently?
Yeah, I can do that, Ryan. So as Ryan said, I'm Amir Shakur, and my situation is as a social justice advocate, somebody who has been doing it for the better part of 20 years. I saw a need in Harvey because of the political corruption issue. And we wanted to see how I wanted to see how myself and maybe some of the resources that I have, some of the committed folks who have worked on social justice issues before, can pretty much get involved in Harvey. It's a community that I came up in as a child. I spent a lot of time when Harvey was a different place. So I was just trying to see how I could support. And the first video that I saw was Ryan's, and then I
Oh
believe I
wait,
saw.
now I'm gonna pause you right there, just so that Angelina can translate.
Translate.
Mamá dice que a mí que él estuvo trabajando con como estos casos y que él vino para Harvey porque él ha mirado que había como muchos políticos y que quiere ver todos los casos de Harvey.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
I mean,
She's caught up. Caught up. Go ahead, Amir.
so just thank you. So just to make a long story short and abbreviated, with the political corruption piece and there's a lot of blight and there's a lot of economic disadvantage in Harvey. The last thing that we need is political corruption. So I decided that I wanted to give my support, see how I could lend a hand. And like I said, one of the first videos that I saw was Ryan's. And I talked to Ryan. I thought he was a sincere person. And we've been at it. We've been going at it since that point, and that was roughly maybe 6 months ago.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Dijo que miró el video de
nosotros.
y que quería hablarle y ya tiene 6 meses hablando con ellos.
Dile que gracias, que lo único que yo pido es que se nos haga justicia y que lo agarren quien nos hizo esto. Sí.
My mom says she just wants justice and she wants for whoever did this to us to catch them.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. And Amir, can you share what happened with you on July 14th, just so so you can share your recent incident with violence in Harvey, and then for people that may have not seen Maria's video, I'm gonna have them, share what happened with them as well. But I wanted to start with you, since we didn't, they don't know, they have not met you before.
Hey, Ryan, you want to give that a pause so she translates to her mother?
Oh, sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Él iba a compartir su parte de su historia, a ver cómo los iba a decir a qué le pasó el julio 14 cuando estaba en Harvey.
Okay.
Y luego, después de eso, que iban a compartir a unos más tu video para ver que...
Si nos ayuda.
Ajá.
¿Qué nos pasó con ustedes?
¿Qué pasó?
Bendición, María.
Gracias, muchas gracias.
De nada, de nada. Vamos a poder hacer lo que vamos a poder hacer a ustedes.
Yo no se los agradecería de corazón si ustedes en esa manera me ayudan, porque no quiero que quede esto así, porque esto que nos hicieron no fue justo, nos quitaron nuestra felicidad, nos quitaron todos nuestros sueños, nuestras metas. Mi vida ya no ha sido la misma, no tenemos una noche bonita que podamos dormir sin pensar que nos van a llegar de nuevo a hacer daño o que salgamos para afuera y nos hagan daño. No era justo que mis hijas estuvieran descansando, durmiendo en su casa cuando ellas era el refugio más seguro y no lo tuvieron.
And Maria, un momento. Angelina, can you just translate for us so far, just so everybody can follow?
My mom she was just saying that that she appreciates all that you're doing since she doesn't feel safe anymore in here, and she just wants justice.
Yeah, I heard something about like it's difficult to sleep at night. Is that basically, stressful, worrisome? Okay. I wanted to welcome Beth. She's muted right now. Beth to join us. Amir, he said he's going to come back, but he had a problem with his signal, so he'll rejoin us. But yeah, Angelina, do you want to go? I'm sorry, Kirk.
Tu número para hablarte en privado, abajo del internet para hablarte directo.
Thank you, Kirk. And so, Angelina, do you want to tell us what happened that night? It was May 11th, 2025, right? So what happened? Tell us. Or it was early in the morning, I guess.
I was sleeping in my room.
Here, show us your lovely face, Angelina. We can't see you. Don't be shy. I know, being a teenager.
Estamos preparando para la noticia.
Oh, es mejor. Quiero ver tu cara. Oh, okay. No seas tímido.
No te agüites.
I was sleeping in my room, and then I felt the bullet hit my knee, and then my parents woke up and they saw the bullet on the wall, and then they realized that they shot me, and they called 911.
Yeah. So we're glad you're okay, but that must have been very traumatic. Are you able like is your swelling still affecting your leg? Has it gotten any better?
It has slightly gotten better. It just still sometimes happens.
Okay. Do you want to translate that just so your mom knows what we said?
Estaban hablando que querían saber lo que me pasó en la noche de eso.
Sí. Okay.
And about your leg, the swelling and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. No, and what really concerned me, we haven't shared the whole interview yet. I just wanted to put together the highlights. What was really concerning was how you guys were asking for help from Harvey police and Harvey city officials, but you're not getting it. So since I spoke with you on that day, have you heard anything more? Like, have they sent people to help? Have you had any news?
No, not really. Except yesterday, there was only one cop car that showed up yesterday when my mom said that there was she had called the cops because she had saw like three three mysterious cars, and she felt that they were
Up to no good.
yeah, and that's when she had called the cops, and um before that and right now they haven't showed up by themselves unless we have called them.
Any detectives come by to talk to you?
No.
Okay. Can you just make sure your mom understands what we
Mama.
said in case Maria, in case she had, you have something to add.
Dijo que si has mirado policía o que alguien te ayudara, y nomás le dije que nomás ayer cuando llamaste.
Nomás pasó una vez la patrulla, fue
Que
todo.
nomás llamamos ayer.
¿Ha comunicado los detectives contigo? ¿Nunca no te llamaron ni nada?
Yo le llamé a ella para decirle que estaban pasando 3 carros sospechosos y ella me dijo que ella tenía que ver los videos, pero mis cámaras no están funcionando. Entonces yo le dije que yo tenía mucho miedo, que esos carros yo no los conocía y estas personas, el del carro negro venía con la cara tapada. Y él estaba apuntando hacia mi casa, pero yo sentí una vibra fea. Yo sentí mucho miedo. Lo que hice fue que corrí y me metí a la casa para proteger a mis hijos y ponernos en un rincón por si nos tiraban balazos o pasaba algo. Y ella lo único que hizo fue que un policía me llamó a mí y me dijo que cómo estaba. Yo le dije que tenía mucho miedo, que estaban pasando carros que no eran de por aquí, que uno venía con la cara tapada. Y el policía le hizo, pues tienes que llamar al 911, pero hizo como si eso hubiera haber sido chiste. Y le dije yo, es que siempre que yo llamo, no vienen o nomás pasan, pero nunca llegan ni preguntan cómo estamos, ni siquiera hemos visto ya ni una seguridad por aquí, ni una patrulla pasando, como que esto fue olvidado. No sé, yo me siento como que yo no te, no.
Angelina, can you give us a little translation? I understand a lot of it, but just so everybody knows what's going on.
When she called the detective about yesterday, how she didn't feel safe when she saw them, that they were like covered in masks, and she felt scared, and I think she felt a little.
The detectives were wearing masks over their face?
No, she called the detective, and when she saw the 3 cars and the people in the cars, they were wearing masks and they were pointing at our house, and she got scared and ran inside. And when she called the detective, she had
basically shrugged her off.
Yeah, she got a police officer to call her, and she says that she thinks that he took it as a joke and that they weren't taking it seriously.
Que de las 7 de la mañana a las 10 estaban pasando.
That from the 7 in the morning they were passing by, and the cop car only passed by once.
Wow. So it sounds like Harvey didn't really do anything then.
No.
Wow. Have those 3 cars come back?
Era un carro negro, una pica 150.
¿Has mirado que los carros han pasado otra vez?
Ahora no he salido para nada. Dile que ahora no hemos salido porque tengo mucho miedo.
Today my mom hasn't gone outside because she's still scared from yesterday when she felt like something bad about when she saw them.
Wow.
She felt bad, or
I'm very sorry to hear that. Yeah. Lo siento. That's just, it's so horrible. Well, I'm just happy. That's why we're doing this, and we're trying to get your story out and other people's stories, so that people get the help they need. Because you guys should you should feel safe to go in and out and whatever you want to do. Can you translate that?
Yeah, digo que Por eso estaba haciendo esto, para que ayudar a la gente de las personas, porque dice que deberíamos de sentirnos seguras adentro y afuera.
Pero no nos sentimos ni adentro ni afuera. Y
Yeah, my mom says right now she's not feeling safe inside or outside right now.
Yeah, and that's not how it should be. Since I spoke with you guys, I had a person follow me to my house and assault me, not physically, but verbally. And then I also had someone batter me, like she hit me and knocked my camera that I was filming, knocked my camera out of my hand and hurt my arm. So yeah, do you want to just translate that? Because I don't know if I told your mom that.
Me dijo que desde cuando estaba trabajando en el video, que alguien lo siguió a la casa y que lo atacaron, no como físicamente, pero como con las palabras y todo. Y que también alguien se lo chingó, que le dañó la mano. Y cuando estaba grabando un video era cuando le pegaron, y eso también.
dile que aquí pues nosotros no tenemos a dónde irnos, y sí creo, porque aquí está muy peligroso y por eso nosotros tememos por nuestra vida.
Yeah. She said she believed you because she believes Harvey is very dangerous.
And have you heard other complaints from neighbors in your area that have also had problems?
Yeah.
And what do the police tell your neighbors? When they complain or they say, "Hey, can you come help?" What did they tell the neighbors?
When a couple of days or a couple of weeks after my incident, my parents and other neighbors have only like 2 other neighbors have called the police when they have heard gunshots. And when my neighbors called, they had said that they would be checking and that they would send a cop car, but they didn't really do anything to like make them feel more safe, because we only saw, I think they only cuando escucharon balazos otra vez, que la mamá de Colony llamó
Nomás
pasaron
una
¿Qué
vez
le dije?
y ya no más, nada.
¿Qué les dijeron a ellos?
No,
La policía, que les dijo, porque ella llamó.
sí, pero no le dijo nada, nomás le dijo que iban a pasar a ver, fue todo.
Okay.
Pero no le dijeron nada.
Yeah, they just told her that they were gonna pass by, and they only passed by once. And I don't think they checked the surroundings, because the neighbor said that they didn't really do anything. They just passed by once, but they didn't really like speak to any of them or try to ask about what happened.
Y luego me hablaron a mí que si yo tenía videos, si yo había visto o había escuchado.
And then they asked my mom if she had any evidence about what happened, like if she caught a video of them or if she had seen them or heard them.
Pero no llegaron los policías a ver si estábamos bien o ya nunca más volvieron a pasar hasta el día de ahora.
But they haven't asked her, or they haven't checked up on her, and another car hasn't passed by since then until yesterday.
Okay, no, thank you for sharing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but the alleged shooter in your case, Angelina, from May, is suspected to be still in that area, right?
Yes. Mamá, ¿crees que el que me balaceó, crees que todavía vive por aquí?
Hemos pasado, pero no lo hemos mirado. Ya no lo hemos mirado, lo hemos estado buscando, pero no lo hemos mirado.
My mom says she has tried looking for him, to see if he was still at his home, and she said that she hasn't seen him because my mom got this information from a neighbor saying that this person Diego did it, and when she tried like passing by like around here, she says she hasn't seen him anymore because they would always hang out right next to our house since they have a bunch of people next to our house involved in something, and he hasn't showed up at all.
Okay. So you haven't seen him in a while. Okay. Has the mayor ever reached out to you guys?
No.
Have you ever heard from your alderman or alderwoman?
No.
Okay, so this to me is just crazy. This is why, thank you for those of you that have tuned in that are with us.
Ryan, who is the woman over there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what, I have to look that up because I'm not sure that part of West Harvey, but I can look it up.
Yeah,
But I mean, this is just crazy that they're not responding, and the mayor and Angeline, you can translate this as well, so your mom understands. But you know, the mayor has been saying publicly that crime is down and that the police are doing such a great job. And of course, I don't believe him. But did you know that he's been saying that publicly?
Dice que si sabías que el mayor de Harvey, que él dijo que él estaba hablando el otro día, que estaba diciendo enfrente de todas las personas que ya como muchos crímenes que ya no estaba pasando en Harvey y que la policía estaba haciendo su trabajo, bien trabajo, y ahora dice que él está diciendo que si tú sabías esto. No. She says
Right.
no.
No, right. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
You want to show the video?
I'm sorry?
You want to show the video so I can put it together?
Oh, the interview?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, we could do that. It's not that long. Sure, we could actually share it. Yeah, let me. Or if you have it, do you want to bring it up quick, or do you want me?
Que van a compartir el video de la entrevista.
Yeah, thanks. And hey, Jennifer, Austin, Straight Shooter. I'm not ignoring you guys. Redeemed by God, Melissa, Julianne. Oh, Trina's here. Trina says, seems like you're politicizing pain, and after she is done, what resources do you have to offer? Right? No, I would disagree with that, Trina. I think the important thing is we want to get the word out of what's going on because people don't know. They don't even know that this stuff is happening. So, I mean, I do a lot to help people, but I'm not an elected official. Our elected officials need to do their job. Trina, you know that. Clark needs to go. Exactly. I want to tell Clark about this in a meeting. Like, what is he going to do? Exactly. Yes. That's what we should be asking. Join us for a preview of our interview with Maria and her family. This resident of West Harvey was awoken on May 11th, 2025 at approximately 1 a.m. to find that her daughter had been shot 2 times in the leg.
Sentir que esto fue un sueño y despertar, pero no es un sueño, es la realidad. Miré el otro día de una niñita también que balacearon. A ellos se los encontraron, a ellos se los detuvieron.
¿Aquí de Harvey?
Sí, una morenita que también balacearon. A ellos sí los encontraron. Incluso yo hasta publiqué ahí cuando salió y comenté. Dije, me da mucho gusto que a ti sí se te hizo justicia, porque a mi hija no se le ha hecho justicia. No se le ha hecho.
Can you pause it there? Just pause it. Correct? Oh, okay, thank you. I just wanted to clarify. So when Maria was talking about, there was another young lady, I don't know if you all remember Willow. So she was the young lady that was shot in the alley, I believe, like after school near Maya Angelou, the old I'm blanking on the old name of the school, but anyway, it's right by the mayor's house. So I think the bullet grazed her head, and then she is still dealing with trying to get back, her full mobility in her body, and obviously it was very traumatizing. Now, Maria was saying she saw that on TV, that the Harvey police came and they said that supposedly they caught the shooter and everything. And she's wondering why she can't get that for her daughter. And I just have to say, I know from what I know of the situation that the mom, she did get the mayor and Harvey police to act, but I know from my understanding, she had to really, really like just do this, but like also make tons of calls and just like shame the heck out of every possible official, and really, really bug people to act. And that's why we're talking about this stuff, because our politicians, this is their job, right? We pay taxes, so we have these services, including protection services, including crime investigation services. So no one, whether it's Maria or whether it's Willow's mom, no one should have to bug our officials to do their job. That's the point.
Esa no es la que pasó cuando le pegaron a
Now, was it just here, or was there another one?
No más aquí porque ya estaba. Y los otros quedaron, nomás, ajá. Y ella vive enfrente.
En la Casa Blanca, en la Trela Blanca.
En la Trela Blanca.
Just to give an idea, yeah, I'll show people. Okay, so it's right there. Oh, okay, so that's the one we saw inside. Yeah, okay. And then that was the other one. Oh. Well, Angelina was sleeping right by the wall. Got it. When they were shooting from not far away. Thank you. And it's right, okay, that's where she lives. Donde? It's in that other trailer. What happened?
I was asleep,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was in my dream when I saw something hit me, and I thought I hit the wall. And then when I woke up, I grabbed my foot because I felt a lot of pain in it. And then my sister woke up when I was like crying a little bit because I felt like I couldn't breathe. And then I had just seen blood over here, and I thought like I had like hit something with my foot. My mom woke up and she turned on the lights, and she had seen the blood over here on my foot.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had noticed the hole in the wall, and there was a bullet stuck inside there, and there was like the dust everywhere. And she was like, "That doesn't look like a bullet." And that was when my dad came and took the bullet out of the wall, and he said that I had got a shot. And when that happened, I something called 911. And at the moment, my dad had lifted up my hands, and only saw this one that was bleeding.
Okay.
And then the police came, and they were looking around the room, and then the paramedics came, and they looked at this one, and they took me in the ambulance, and while they were inspecting it, they found this one second, after we hadn't noticed it.
Now, do you still have pain? Does it still bother you?
A little bit.
Okay. And
You get depressed. What's going on? Has it changed your life?
I guess my mom's really scared.
do you feel scared, or how do you feel?
I guess I react when I hear a little bit of loud noises.
And do you still feel comfortable, like walking around or doing what you used to do, or do you feel like you have to hide inside? Like how do you feel every day? How has your everyday life changed?
Say it the way you gotta say it. Just say it.
Yeah, we want to know.
Con la verdad, no te dé miedo.
It feels like walking weirder now, but I used to wear like the bandages, and I didn't want anybody to notice. And it was kind of difficult walking first, and I had to, because my foot didn't want to move, and it hurt every time I did. So slightly, I had tried to walk again, and then when I started walking, it kind of felt weirder now.
Do you feel safe walking around the place now? Like if you go outside, are you okay with people? Or do you feel safe in this little part of your home?
I guess outside. I feel safe here, just not in the back.
Not in the back? How about outside? Like if you're outside walking around, do you feel comfortable?
Just in my front yard in here.
How do you feel that the mayor and el alcalde y la policía, like how have they responded to this whole incident?
¿Cómo cree que el alcalde y la policía ha respondido a lo que pasó?
El alcalde lo siento muy bien. A la policía tampoco, porque no he sentido la seguridad que ellos según me iban a dar. No los he mirado pasar como ellos dijeron. Incluso tengo 2 semanas que por aquí no se ha visto ni una patrulla, ni de día ni de noche. Yo siento que no se ha hecho nada conmigo.
Dije, tú miras a mi hija y mi hija ya no es la misma niña alegre. Mi niña que cantaba, que estaba siempre contenta. Le dije, ahorita mi casa es un desastre. Le dije, no sé cómo protegerlos. Le dije, ustedes saben quiénes son los que están haciendo daño ahorita en Harvey. Dije, ustedes saben, pero parece que ellos mandan en ustedes. Quizás yo pensé que a lo mejor me va a arrestar, ¿verdad? Pero ya en ese momento yo ya no pensé. Yo ya dije, yo ya saqué mi coraje y sentí mi impotencia. Le dije a mi hija, la del medio, mami, si me arrestan, que me arresten, mami. Pero yo tenía que decir que yo no me siento segura y que si algo me pasa es porque ellos nunca nos dieron la protección que prometieron.
If you or a loved one
Sorry, I just realized I was muted. I'm like, oh, I better unmute people now. But the first thing that I wanted to say was thank you, Maria and Angelina, for sharing, because it takes a lot of courage to speak up. When bad things happen, like that's why I was so grateful for Melissa, that she spoke up. Amir speaking up. Beth, has spoken up. It does take a lot of courage, because there are people that they're not always going to respond well. So thank you. And if you want to translate that.
Creo que estaba muy alegre que nosotros también que estábamos hablando de lo malo que los pasó, como también las demás personas. Que
Decirle que gracias a él, porque siento un apoyo que él me está dando y que parte de ellos agarran a que nos hizo esto.
She says, thank you very much, that she feels that you're giving her the support that she needs from most likely the police right now, and she hopes that from your part, somewhat, that helps catch the person who did this.
Absolutely. And I did look up that area where you guys are at in West Harvey. It looks like that is the 4th ward, so that would be Alderman Key. So we can connect you, if you haven't spoken with him already, with Alderman Key. Melissa says, "Oh, I'm praying for you. I just want to hug them." Oh. If you guys want to come out, Maria and Angelina, this Monday we are going to have a city council meeting. I will be there. I would imagine Melissa will be there, but it'll be Monday at 7:00 at City Hall. If you want to translate that for your mom, Angelina, and then we could introduce you to some other people who might be able to help get more answers.
Mamá dijo que si querías, que eras bienvenida a ir a
Harvey.
Ajá,
Sí,
vi
dijo.
que iban a tener una discusión de la ciudad y que él iba a estar allí y que podría haber más personas que te podían ayudar con las preguntas y eso.
Ok. A las
Que
7.
a las 7.
¿El lunes?
Ajá.
Ok. Está.
Mm.
¿En el City Hall donde pagamos el agua?
Is it in the city hall where we pay for the water or where?
Sí.
Exactly.
Ok.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She
Exactly.
said
Yep.
we'll be there.
Okay. Oh, good. Does anybody have? Oh, Melissa says, "Oh, mama." Does anybody have any questions or any concerns or anything to share? Let's go back a little bit into the chat. I saw Crook shared a few things because we kind of missed out. Let's see, Julie. Oh yeah, yeah. Diana says, "I'm so sorry to hear this. The mother should get everyone to vote so they can get Clark out of office." Could you translate that, Angelina, about like the importance of voting?
Dijo esta que dice que está muy triste para saber eso y que está esperando mucho que esto lo pasó y que dice que deberías tú votar, que hicieras como todos votar para agarrar ese que está allí, que ya lo saquen y traigan a una persona nueva que haga más ayuda. Dijeron eso y también dicen que estaban rezando para nosotros.
Thank you.
She said thank you.
Good, good. Yeah, it's true. You know, votar es importante, votar. Julianne says Clark needs to go. I would agree about that. Jennifer had said, I want to tell Clark is the mayor, Clark about this in a meeting or something. What is he going to do about this issue? Exactly, Jennifer. So that will be the meeting Monday. So Monday night, city council meeting, 7 p.m., City Hall. Jennifer was very nice. She said, why don't you run for elections? Was that me? I'll probably run for something in 2027, Jennifer. I said I was going to run for mayor, but that was before Colby announced. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do that or the second ward alderman, but I'm thinking about it. Melissa had said he needs to resign. Diana asks, have the police connected them? Wait, what do you mean, Diana? Like connected? They've talked to the police many times, Diana, but it doesn't, like, they're not, the police aren't taking them seriously, apparently. Maybe I didn't understand your question there.
Have the police contacted them?
Oh, contact. Yes, yeah. But they're not getting any answers. You know, they feel like they're getting blown off, basically. And then Beth says she's moving. Okay, she's driving to a different location. So, yeah, got it. Black muscle car. What's that, Beth? I don't know what that is.
She's driving to another location, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe Beth has a black muscle car, or was she asking if the cars that we're observing were a black muscle car? What kind of black cars were they? We'll keep an eye out. What kind?
¿De cuáles carros eran?
Era un carro negro, era una camioneta 150 negra y era una camioneta Chevy grande, como del 90.
¿Todo ese tipo de carro?
Era un carro negro chico,
F-150 pickup truck?
un Toyota negro,
A Toyota
negro y una camioneta Pica 150.
and pickup
150 negro.
A Ford F-150.
Yeah.
So, are they all black?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sí.
So a black Ford F-150, a black Chevy truck?
A Toyota Camry.
Uno Pica 150.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the black F-150, that's a truck. A black Toyota Camry, and then what else?
Y el tercero era una camioneta café grande.
The third one was a café.
Café.
Like a brown.
Yeah.
Oh, a big brown truck.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
pick up.
Yeah, because you never know. We'll keep an eye out. And I would say if you see them again, to get the license plate number, if you can, write down the license plate number.
Okay.
Agarras la licencia,
Llama a la
sí.
policía.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, ahí lo tenemos en contacto. Okay, María.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Ahorita te llamo.
Okay. Thank you.
Bendición.
Gracias.
Bye bye.
And Diana asks, are there a lot of shootings over there?
Mamá dice que alguien preguntó que si hay muchas balaceras por acá.
Sí se han oído.
My mom said that she has heard a lot.
Okay. And just so you guys know, this is, and Jennifer says yes as well, there are. So there's a mobile home park that's in West Harvey that a lot of people don't even realize is there. It's west of Dixie Highway. And I've heard for years that that a lot of people there do feel neglected by the city, whether it's street maintenance or the police not coming or what have you, that it has been a problem for years. So, and Diana says, wow, yeah, right? And it's kind of easy to get hidden because unless you live there, you don't have any reason to go there, right? It is kind of hidden. Jennifer says, I call 911 and have to tell my family to call 911 too, just so they will show up. Oh, wow. I'm sorry,
Translate that for your mother.
I'm sorry, the doggy's barking. What did you say, Crook?
I just want to translate that to her mother.
Oh yeah, can you translate that for your mom, Angelina, so she knows about what Jennifer says?
Dice que Jennifer dice que ella llama 911, pero que también necesita que decirle a su familia para que ellos también llamen para que ellos vengan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's true. That's similar experience for you guys. Yeah, and that should not be happening for sure. So we definitely need to know about that. Do you guys want to either Maria or Angelina? Do you want to comment and tell us why do you think people in Harvey, especially Spanish speakers, but anybody, why do you think a lot of people here are afraid to speak up and share their problems?
Mamá, ¿tú por qué crees que muchas personas como que hablan español en Harvey tienen miedo para decir algo como de lo que pasa por aquí?
Porque ellos tienen miedo porque pueden venir y les pueden hacer daño.
My mom said that they might be scared because they might show up or do something to harm their family, like if they were to ever speak up about it.
Okay.
Y hace 3 años, dile, que aquí en 150, una familia hispana los estuvieron amenazando, llamaron a la policía. Nunca hicieron nada hasta que no vinieron y los recogieron ya muertos de su casa.
And about 3 years ago, my mom said that that another reason why is they might be too scared because 3 years ago, as my mom said, family, a Hispanic family lived here in the same street as us, and they had been getting a lot of threats, like death threats, and they have contacted the police multiple times, and out of all those times they ignored them and they never did anything until they found them dead.
Oh, the whole family was killed?
Yeah.
That made the news, Ryan. That was several years ago.
Oh wow, that was three years ago. Did you say?
3.5 years ago.
2 años.
Wow.
3
año y medio, ¿verdad?
I don't remember hearing about that. That's crazy. That's why we're doing this. I know Diana says, wow, Diana, that's how I feel too. I'm like, what? I was living here then. So I don't understand how our police don't tell us anything. It's crazy, And what did we Oh, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Ese es mi miedo ahorita, que ya se están viendo los videos que a las personas van a saber y yo sé que ellas van a otra vez a quererme hacer daño. Ese es mi miedo. Yo nomás lo único que pido es de que no se metan con mis hijos. Mis hijos no les hacen nada. Si ellos tienen algo contra mí, me lo digan a mí. Porque esta persona que mandó a hacerme esto sabía dónde estaba el cuarto de mis hijas. Sabía dónde ella me iba a hacer daño. Incluso ella, la misma persona que disparó, se ve donde él está fuera de la casa de ella y cuando corre directo hacia la casa de ella. Y yo sé que ellas dos saben de quién estoy hablando y ellas fueron las que mandaron a hacerme esto.
Okay, Angelina, help us out.
My mom says that the day of the incident that she could see a little bit and that she saw that the shooter had he was standing at the house that you saw, that the house behind us, that he was standing right there, and as soon as he shot me, that he ran straight to her house, and she doesn't want to speak up about it, and she thinks that they are the ones that sent him to shoot us, and she thinks that they're doing it on purpose because she thinks that they knew that I slept there with my sister in that room, and she says that why did they have to do that to us, and why, if they had a problem, then why couldn't they talk to her about it?
So the shooter ran to the trailer that was behind you guys?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was my concern, is that like the people, so the female or whoever was there that you're saying that maybe wanted this guy to do the shooting still lives there, right?
Yeah.
See, that's the scary part. Like, I don't understand why our detectives aren't doing anything. Straight Shooter asks, are there not any victims of crime groups there that can give them support? I'm sure that's something we can look into, Straight Shooter, but our issue is like, why are the police they're not doing anything? Like, can you imagine, like, you can get all the support you want, but could you imagine if someone, like, I don't know, stabbed your mother or something, but they like live right behind you? Like, that's the level of fear and frustration that they're going through. So that's why I'm trying to get this story out there so we can get pressure on the police, because we can try to help, but none of us we're not investigators, right? We can't make people talk or give subpoenas or whatever. You know what I mean? So okay, there was another question. Wait, what did we miss? Hold on, let me go back up. Did the neighbors hear or see anything? Did you ever get any feedback from your neighbors, Angelina? Maybe can you translate that, and then, what do you and your mom have to say about that?
Ma dice que el día que me balacearon y que me llevaron al hospital, que si recibiste noticias de nuestros vecinos o algo.
Nadie dijo nada. No digas. Nadie dijo nada, nomás una persona salió gritando que había sido Diego. Fue todo, pero ya el policía no vino ni a ayudarme a limpiar donde estuvo la sangre. No volvieron a venir ni me preguntaron nada. Nada.
She said that she hasn't heard anything from any neighbors. It was just this one neighbor that my mom thinks that the neighbor is the mom of the lady that lived behind us, and she said that it was Diego, and her and her daughters were the only ones outside when that happened. So they were already staring at us like when we were already outside, they were already outside too. And that was like the only feedback we got. And when she called the cops, that they didn't even help her clean up, like they didn't help her clean up where like everything happened, like the stuff from the wall, or they didn't even check around, and they didn't come back later or check at all. And she said that she feels like they're still not doing anything.
When the police were there, did they at least take photos or anything?
No, they didn't take photos. They were just standing around, and mamá, tomaron fotos o algo. No, ¿qué
Nada,
hicieron?
nomás me traían y me sentaban aquí, me decían que me relajara y que se iba a investigar, pero no tomaron foto. Ellos estaban como en una plática, como si hubiera haber sido una fiesta.
My mom said that they were just talking like if they were at a party. And when my mom saw that they had like came to the living room to try and calm her down, and they didn't take any photos, and they were just talking. They didn't write down anything, or yeah, they were just talking the whole time until the paramedics came and they took me.
Wow.
And as soon as they took me, I think the police, that's when they left, like as soon as the paramedics did.
And did I know you guys mentioned Detective Baptiste, I believe, was the lady put in charge of the case? Did she ever come to your home? Did she meet you there to, ask questions?
¿Vino la detective a la casa? No, she has never came to the house.
Aquí no.
No. She said that she had never came to the house.
Incluso me dijeron que me iban a ayudar para los gastos tuyos médicos, que me iban a venir a componer donde está lo de los balazos, y hasta el día de ahora no me han ayudado con nada de tus gastos, ni han venido a construir allí la pared.
My mom says that since that day, the detective has said that they were going to help my mom with all the medical bills and the expenses, and that they were going to help like repair the wall, like from the holes and everything, and that they haven't had like done anything of that. They haven't helped with any of the bills, and yeah.
So Detective Baptiste promised that?
Yeah, and they haven't done anything like that.
Okay. So what's the last thing you heard from Detective Baptiste, who's in charge of your case?
¿Qué era la última cosa que escuchaste de la detective, ma?
Ayer, cuando yo le hablé y le dije que estaban pasando esos carros, que yo no sabía, que yo tenía mucho miedo, y ella me dijo que tomara fotos y que no podían hacer nada, solamente que ellos cruzaran para mi puerta.
She said that it was only yesterday when she had called them about the suspicious cars, and she said that they couldn't do anything about that, that my mom should just take photos, and they couldn't do anything about that until that they crossed our door, like they entered our property, and to just call the police.
But I'm curious, like, what was the last thing you've heard from the detective in charge, Detective Baptiste?
Dice que era la última cosa como que escuchaste de que estaba en cargo de nuestro caso.
Que no tenía ninguna información por el momento.
That she still hasn't given us any information, and she says that she was still working on everything, and she hasn't given us any information about what was going on.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's catch up with the comments. Jennifer said, honestly, most people over here don't even bother to call the police because they won't show up. And then Apology says, this is exactly why we need to receive alerts when things are happening. Other neighborhoods get text messages or phone calls. Why don't we? Oh, I agree. I have been wanting that for years, Diana. Exactly. Let's see. Oh, Beth is back with us. Hey, Beth. Have they considered installing cameras? Okay, that's a good question.
Mamá dice que si agarramos cámaras que nomás tenemos una aquí y una atrás.
Sí.
We've had the cameras.
Pero dile que no están funcionando bien.
We've had the cameras like before the incident,
Mhm.
and the day of the incident, someone had, like, my mom said that someone had tried distracting the camera so that they couldn't see in the backyard who was there, and
Oh.
yeah, and the cameras, we have one in the front yard and one in the backyard, but my mom says it's not really capturing or like really working the best.
Okay, because maybe that's something, I was gonna say, if people are willing to donate, or even if we found, if we could find some cameras on Amazon that you guys could use, that's something we could maybe put out there that people could donate to help you guys.
Yeah.
So something we could talk about. Straight Shooter says, why haven't they contacted local TV stations? When you stay silent, nothing gets done. Don't be silent. Speak out to everyone. I don't know. I didn't ask that before, I guess. Did you guys ever try to call the news or anything?
Más tratado de contactar como la televisión o como noticias de nuestro caso, ¿o no?
No, porque tengo miedo, así como están ahorita las cosas.
No, my mom said that she's still scared about how everything is.
Okay. I understand that. Yeah. Did they get the police name? Crap, I think so, right? Did you guys got the name of the have you been getting the names of the officers and the detectives? So you know who.
¿Has agarrado los nombres de los policías y los que estaban a cargo de nuestro caso?
Nomás tengo uno que fue cuando llamé cuando el vecino de atrás estaba tirando algo hacia mi barda.
Eran las tecatas de la...
No, dile que es el único recibo que tengo del policía que vino hispano.
She only has the name of one Hispanic cop that came when the neighbor behind us had thrown something into our house.
Oh, okay. So what was the name of that officer?
¿Sabes su nombre?
Tengo Sí, se lo di a él. Dile que él se llevó
¿El nombre?
Sí.
My mom says the day that she came
Sé que
over.
se apellida Magaña.
¿Magaña?
Oh, okay. Magaña. Yeah. Okay.
Magaña.
I've met him. Okay. Magaña. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And then Straight Shooter says, don't be quiet. Tell people they're taking advantage of you. I agree. Use the Nextdoor app. Yeah, that's a good point, I guess, about Nextdoor. But also, I would add Straight Shooter. You do have to understand. This is just awesome that they're coming forward, because most people in Harvey, we have incidents like this that happen, I would say fairly regularly. And most people, they'll never say anything because they're afraid. They're afraid of retribution. So that's why you guys, we need to get these people support and help. And hopefully they're going to come Maria and Angelina on Monday. And, we need to surround them with love and support, because people are afraid of retaliation.
Yeah.
The police that manhandled you, Ryan and Colby, ain't doing anything. Rolling my eyes. Oh, yeah, right. Because Magana was the one that was real rough with Colby, you remember? And Cook makes a good point. Cook says we need to request body cam for that incident. That's true. Yes, we can do that. Okay. And then Straight Shooter says, sadly, they're still being victims in their laziness. Right. Exactly. Oh, well, gracias, guys. Any other questions or comments people have? Or Beth, did you want to say anything? I know you're here, Beth. preguntas o how do I say it? Comentarios? I don't know. Well, thanks for being here. You guys are welcome to hang around. We're gonna talk to Beth a little bit. I'm hoping Amir will be back. I don't know what happened to Amir, but anything else that you guys want to say? Hey, Critical Smoker.
¿Quieres decir algo más?
Entonces lo miro el lunes.
Sí.
Mama says, we'll see you Monday.
Lunes a las 7 de la
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
de nada,
Thank
María.
you,
Bendición,
guys.
Okay.
Gracias. And like I said, you don't have to leave. You can stay. You can stay if you want. We're just gonna be, talking more about Harvey and stuff. So whatever, if you want to still, contribute, have something to say, or if you just want to listen or whatever. But thank you.
Lo que está pasando ahora.
Okay, what did you say, Crook?
There's 34 people watching.
I can't hear you. You're real quiet. Well, anyway.
Digo que si quieres escuchar que iban a estar hablando de Harvey, si querías ir o si te querías quedar un ratito más.
Okay.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you. Gracias.
Gracias.
Yes. And Beth, did you want to
Hi, Ryan.
Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. How are you? How are you doing amidst all this craziness in the Southland?
It's been a lot.
Oh, you can say that again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's an understatement. Yeah. I wasn't at the Thornton Township meeting the other day because I spent the day visiting my son. So we had a good day. Then we went shopping and we stopped at the casino for a half hour, and then we had a good dinner, and then he brought me home. So it was a good day. Yeah.
Well, honestly, I would say you didn't miss much with that meeting. I was so disappointed. Like they really didn't. The board didn't answer any questions. They voted to spend more money. They didn't want to, put the vote off till later. It was really disappointing. So
right, and so you had Mary Event that was voted and elected in as a trustee, and you have Valerie Stubbs who was elected as a trustee, and these are women who have fought for the community. They have fought for Thornton Township. They have fought for the village of Dalton, and now they're on a board where they're speaking very little when they could ask questions regarding the budget and regarding what was occurring. They could have put questions in showing that they had looked at things, but they just sat there and then they agreed with everything that was voted for.
Right, exactly. That's what I was like, because it was just really quiet. It was so strangely quiet because you remember, like I had made the public comment that, people would be yelling and protesting if Tiffany tried to vote on spending like, a relatively small amount of money. But then they just voted like multi-million-dollar budgets like it was nothing, and no one had a question. They were all unanimous votes, and people, multiple public comments were saying, hey, could you guys wait? Like, we need more information. We're not saying that you can't vote on a budget, but we were just like, we need, like, this is not transparent. And then Napoleon even said in the public comment, he said, well, you guys want us to save money, but so how are we going to get an audit? That's too expensive. And that's backwards. Like when you're spending, you should start with an audit, right? To see where all the money is.
Right. Even if that's $80,000 or $100,000 at this point, it would be an effective maneuver to find out what really had happened in the past and to know what the amounts were in the bank accounts. And, Dan Lee spoke, Jennifer Roberts spoke, you spoke, and a few other people spoke. Alicia Nicole spoke at the podium too, voicing concerns about the budget and the spending. And these are known, people that have advocated for a good, good leadership in Thornton Township. So yes, I did see the replay of the meeting. I'm active as a member of, Thornton. I'm a resident of Thornton Township, and I'm very active in wanting to see things go well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And hey, status quo said hello. Straight Shooter says they need to spend the money and recall. They waste so much already. Trustees are just yesing people. Bet anything they're being bribed under the table. I mean, I don't know how you go from being outspoken about everything to just, I couldn't believe throughout all the township meetings so far, all the trustees, the clerk, they pretty much kind of just like stare at their papers until Napoleon calls a vote.
Right. So what do you think they
weird.
should do next? How should the residents approach it next to ask questions? Because I know Paul Roberts is twisting his, wringing his hands. So do you have any ideas?
Great idea. Oh, before we get into that, I love what Straight Shooter says. He says an intelligent person would have a forensic audit done and spend very little money before dishing out $500,000. That's what I said. I said I wasn't telling them to cut off all spending, like especially if you have public service programs or like the food pantry, but like maintain spending at a very minimal level until you get the audit done, so that everybody, not just the board, the whole public needs to see where the money's been going. So I agree with that, but I don't know. I mean, some people have suggested that we should start arranging a recall, like a recall vote. I don't know how that works, but I mean, that may have to be an answer. At the very least, though, I would hope that more people come to the meetings and speak up and complain, because they don't seem to be, that board did not seem to be reluctant at all. As a matter of fact, every time after people would public comment, did you notice it almost seemed like it was rehearsed, and they would basically chastise the public and be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Like, you should just be quiet. Like, everybody needs to work together and don't argue. It's like, excuse me?
That's frustrating.
I know. It's like, wait, but you work for us. Don't tell us to be quiet.
Yeah. So what types of things do you want to do going forward? Do you want to, how do you want to take a stand going forward, Ryan?
I mean, at a minimum, we have to continue to get people out to meetings and making public comment and talking to the media and doing things like this, posting on social media. If you have a show or a YouTube show or whatever, talking about, because what they want, the board obviously wants us to be quiet. So the first thing we need to do is the opposite of that. We need to be really loud and say, hey, we're not doing anything out of the ordinary. We're asking questions that should be answered, and we're not going to stop just because you're saying that we're being divisive or whatever. So I mean, I don't know about you, but I was disappointed. I thought that was a very low turnout meeting. So, I'm going to do my best to attend, future meetings for sure. I hope more people come out. I think we are going to have to keep making public comment. Beside that, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. Why? What do you think, Beth?
I think that the citizens as a group should write an impactful letter to Supervisor Napoleon Harris with concerns, and have many people sign it and then present it to him with those concerns, and make an impact by the fact that it's well written and we're asking for answers, and that we bring it publicly, and that a lot of us sign it. I believe it would have a big impact if it was presented at a meeting. What do you think?
I support that. I think that's a great first start, right? Because then they can't, if we have it in writing, and I love the idea of like a whole bunch of people signing on, or whatever, some sort of format like that. It's in writing, and they can't say, oh, that's just a few people that are asking questions, but pretty much everybody's really happy, because the more we get, like, so it's almost like an open letter / petition sort of thing, you're saying?
Yes, because I believe with Napoleon Harris, we have to approach him differently. Because like with Tiffany, we would yell at her because she wasn't listening. But we can't approach this man by yelling.
Yeah. Oh, status quo agrees with you. Status quo says a letter such as that would be solid and proactive. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
it's at least a great way to start, before escalating to other
Methods.
other steps. Right. No, I agree. I think I wish Paul could come on tonight. That would be great because I'd love to hear what Paul thinks about this. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. So yes, I'll back that. No, what gets his attention? Oh, Straight Shooter says no. What gets his attention is lawyers. Oh, so Straight Shooter, are you suggesting we sue maybe, or what do you mean? I guess maybe elaborate what you're thinking. And while you do that, Straight Shooter, I'm gonna try. Let me try to give Amir a call because now I'm worried because he said something like, keep
Amir
going.
was supposed to be on the show. Yeah.
I know. He's like, keep going and I'll be back or something because of reception. I'm like, okay. So he never came back. I'll give him a ring. Excuse me. What law firm are they using now? Do you guys know what law firm the board is, the township board's using? Was it Delgado? Okay, I don't know. That's strange. He didn't answer. I hope he's okay. Very weird. But yeah, is it what's the or Cook? Do you remember what's the law firm the board's using? I don't remember. Excuse me. I do not recall. Oh, and Melissa, are you still with us? Melissa, come on. I want you to give us an update.
That sounds good. Have Melissa give an update.
Yeah, I want to hear from her. She was here. Hold on. Oh, Straight Shooter then says, let a lawyer speak for the people and bring up in legal terms to him for the misuse of spending the funds, etc. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm not opposed, and I think we could do an open letter sort of a thing / petition as well as a lawyer. Now, obviously, the concern with the lawyer is always like, okay, then how much is that going to cost? But it's not a bad idea. But yeah, any other updates with you, Beth, as I'm reaching out? I'm going to reach out to Melissa.
No more updates at this point. No.
Yeah, and I'm still no one's shot at my house or anything lately, so that's good. But I recommend that everybody get some sort of cameras for around your house because it's always good, just in case. You never know.
Right.
All right, Melissa, come on up if you're listening. She texted me back, so we're ready for our Melissa update. Resident and a nothing to Nappy Leon mean nothing to him. What do you mean, Straight Shooter? Oh, are you trying to say residents mean nothing to Napoleon? That's probably what. She should be coming on stage. Excuse me. So Beth, yeah, I would understand if you did not want to come. out of an abundance of caution to our city council meeting on Monday, but we are having a city council meeting on Monday at 7.
Wow.
Certainly, if you do decide to come, I will be there. Others will be there who would look after you. But
all right, okay. Well, I was at the other parking lot, Ryan, and there was a person that looked like another person's cousin.
In where? What parking lot?
I was parked at a different parking lot.
Oh, I see. So you thought like maybe someone was watching
It looked like Jedediah Brown's cousin.
Oh, okay. And you never know.
Wasn't sure that I wasn't sure who it was, and so I saw the person walk, and then they went in their vehicle, and then I said, "Well, I don't need to know for sure who this is," so I left.
Okay.
Yeah.
let me put the link up for Melissa to come up. Excuse me. Invite. Yeah, and if we have any other let me see, questions or concerns or whatever for Beth while she's here. All right, Melissa, I just shared the link. Status quo says, not denigrating your point straight shooter, the residents could end up paying lawyers as much as it would cost to launch a recall for what he has done to the township already. Yeah, I do agree with that, because you got to be careful how you use your time and money, obviously, right? Like, we don't have unlimited resources, so that is a good point. I mean, the way these people act, it's probably going to have to be a recall. It probably will have to be. I put the link in the chat. I'm here. Hey, Melissa. Yes, give us a Melissa update. She'll figure it out. We had a wonderful press conference last week where Beth was with me, Amir. Who else was there? Ramona and John, Pastor John. I think, right? Is it John or Jonathan? But that was great, and we got a lot of viewers. We seemed to get a great response from it, other than the haters from a certain camp. But otherwise, yeah, I think a lot of people are happy to see that people are coming together. I know I am. I'm very happy, because we definitely can get farther together than fighting all this corruption and stuff on our own. All right, Melissa, you see it? So just click on that link, the StreamYard link that I sent. Melissa. Yeah, and Crook, was I forgetting anything, Crook? Let me know if I'm forgetting anything. So yeah, that was excellent. We had go ahead, Crook.
We're pretty much up to speed.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're just waiting.
I mean, in the backs. Let me put her up.
Go ahead.
We got Melissa.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hey, Melissa, girl.
Hey.
Yes, we can hear you. Welcome. And Trina's with us too. Hey, Trina. I just wanted to say, Melissa, yeah, I only got little snippets because I was doing 5 million other things, but I did catch a little bit of your interview on Zoe's show last night. So that was cool. How did you feel that went? Melissa.
Trina?
You there, Melissa? Maybe she muted herself on accident. That's okay. I'm sure
Trina is muted.
Oh, there she go.
Yeah, Melissa isn't though. Melissa, girl, you there? She looks like she's there. But yeah, I watched a little bit of that show last night. The Chicago Flips Red group, which I'm not a Republican. I'm not saying I support Republicans. Sometimes I do, but that was the show that that Zoe hosted, and so Melissa was on there. Can you hear us now, Melissa, or can you? Maybe you can hear us, but we can't hear you. Let me give Melissa a call. Hold on. I just want to make sure she can get her. Oh, and Trina. Yes, I see you, Trina. No, I haven't forgotten you. I just want to make sure that we can get. Oh, is it really? Maybe try to go. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? Can you close it and then click on the link again to reopen it? See if that might fix it. Yeah, see if that works. Yeah, because she said it was like working, but no. That ain't me, right? Oh.
There we go.
Wait, what? So that's not. Trina says that isn't her.
Oh shit.
So who's sneaking on here pretending to be Trina Downs?
Gotta go.
Someone was faking my name. And I'm gonna ask her, was that
Yeah.
were they using the politricus? What was the other name, that came up? Politricus.
You said Trina. I was like, okay, that's Trina.
Right. I mean, we would have figured it out, but okay, I just asked her. I was just curious if that. Oh, okay. She said no, they used Trina Downs. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. All right, did you refresh it, Melissa?
Hey, Beth, you hear us?
I'm still here.
Yeah, she's here.
Oh,
I'm still here. Yeah. I'm just laying low so that Ryan can do what he learned. It's like his learning curve. Ryan just keeps better and better at all this.
Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. But that's funny. Maybe we should have let that fake Trina Downs come on just to figure out
who was that. Yeah.
Right. Like, I was trying to impersonate Trina Downs. This is
right.
Very
that's
weird.
That's a challenge.
I'm sure Trina's curious. I know.
Yeah.
That is so weird. That's
weird. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, I saw Melissa disappear. Okay, that's good because then maybe she'll refresh and come back. A Parker says, any updates on your house from the paintball incident? I mean, no, I cleaned it up, and no one is no one's coming to no one has attacked it again, so that's good because that scared the what out of me.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't as loud as gunshots, but still, you can tell when something hits your house. You're like, oh. The dog started going crazy, and it was good. Oh, there she is. Wait, who is that? Hey, fake Trina Downs, who are you? Who are you? Kirk, what do you think? Should we let her up and see?
Nah, we might get porn bombed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so fake Trina Downs, you can tell us who you are, but we don't want to get in trouble. That's a good point. Did you put? Oh, I see. You put some kind of camera on. Fake Trina Downs. What was that? We see a light. Who are you? Who is it?
Gotta go.
Yeah, that's weird. Melissa, try.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Okay, good. Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, awesome. So, you asked me if the show with Zoe went well. I think it did. I think that it was a good starting point, especially with her and I sharing different political views, because it shows that when it comes down to suffering and and pain and trauma, that we all can meet on some sort of common ground and relate to one another. So I really appreciate her giving me the opportunity to hear her views, to share my own and not walk away, feeling offended. She allowed me to just simply be myself and express, what I was feeling about my situation. So I'm grateful to her and her staff for allowing me to do that.
We got the real Trina, huh?
Oh. So now we have three Trinas. We have Trina Downs and Trina for real.
Hey, Trina.
Give me a mic check, Trina. Give me a mic check.
I don't know what bitch playing, but I on my TV in the living room. Okay, I got Trina down. So I'm like, how the fuck? I'm like, these motherfuckers fight because I don't know how the fuck I done logged on to some shit. Okay. I can get early retirement payment. Like, I ain't giving the fuck. I'm trying to get me some bread. You feel me? I to dance with us. I'm like, no, the fuck you don't. You got a whole
Right.
She is
Yeah,
hilarious.
Why are they trying to impersonate you?
shit. I started on his cell phone, he answered, so then I started just texting him a million times, like, that ain't me, that ain't me, that ain't me.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you told me. I'm
really fucking sick, yo.
Well, whoever it was, now you saw they show a little bit of a video, and it was just like a room, and you could see like a light fixture, but I mean that was all. Sorry.
Yeah, because your ass was repeating what I was saying online. You wasn't supposed to tell them, have them on there.
I know, but like Crook said, we also had to be careful because they could have tried to do that porn spam thing.
That what?
Porn bomb.
Or yeah, it's never happened to me before, but I was doing a Zoom interview one time, and I didn't have the Zoom set up, but someone else did, and they did that where someone comes on and it's basically it just takes over your broadcasts. It's really weird. It was.
I heard someone else talking about that. They suggested using a VPN so they can't hack you or something like that.
Oh, okay, yeah, that could be.
Mm-hmm.
And what about you, Melissa? As far as have you had any more incidents or harassment from the city? How has it been?
Well, I posted a couple videos. I have noticed a lot of police activity around my home. When I pulled off today, I saw what looked like some undercover cops sitting at the corner of my house, but that house is vacant. So I don't understand why they would be sitting there. And like I said, they didn't see me sitting in my car the other day when they pulled up behind my vehicle and just started, I'm assuming running my plate. So I immediately hopped out my car with my video rolling and was just obvious, let them know obvious, hey, I'm recording you. And so I stood there. I guess they were trying to see how long I was going to do that. Shoot, I went and grabbed a seat and set my ass right on my porch with my camera pointed at them. But, it's just, it's nothing new, my whole life, I've seen these types of things take place. I'm not afraid of the police. I'm just not a scary person in general. A lot of people, they tend to run away from confrontation, but having been a survivor of bullying pretty much my whole life, because I'm mild mannered till you push me. I just, I'm, like I said, I'm not intimidated. It really makes them look silly. It really validates what I say about them, even though I try to be kind with my words. A lot of time people will push you to to that other side, and people need to know that extremely kind people have another extreme to them. And you could,
Right.
like I said before, you can take the most docile dog and you hit it enough times, you kick it enough times, that dog will turn vicious. And so that's kind of that's kind of where I am in this fight, is that I'm trying to allow justice to take its course, no matter how slow it is, in hopes that I can come out with a better opinion of the government around me than what I've seen so far. To me, they're just running around like a bunch of frat boys, like a fraternity, with no respect for the law themselves. So the hypocrisy in them writing tickets and arresting people every day, knowing the types of things that they probably know about one another, yet feeling like it's okay not to turn themselves in. So it's kind of weird. I did get an update from Ingalls. Of course, it wasn't shocking. They aren't taking responsibility for their actions. They stated that the proper medication was given to me for the symptoms that I was presenting, but never stated what symptoms it was that I was suffering from, because the actual information that she charted was that I was simply yelling and protesting and telling them that I sat on 3 hospital boards, and that, to her mistake, she said medical school. But if anybody has talked to me long enough, they know that I often talk about having 2 years of law school. I went to Hamlin University and what's called their 3-on-3 program. So I was pursuing 3 bachelor degrees at the same time with a academic scholarship in one of the top schools in Minnesota. So to say that I was delusional by expressing things that were actually true about me really undercuts her credibility, because that proves that I was cognitive, I was tracking, and that I knew where I was, and that there was no reason to medicate me. And in fact, I was screaming, I don't need any medication. I'm having a normal reaction to being kidnapped from my home, and I kept saying that. And even when she approached me, I said, what you about to do with that? Referring to the needle. And she says, I'm about to give you a shot. I said, for what? I said, "Oh, y'all want me quiet because y'all got other patients in here. That's the only reason why you want to give me a shot." And one of the black doctors, it was a young black man, he says, "Oh, the money gonna be good. The money gonna be good." And I'm looking at him. I said, "Look, I don't even want to talk to you no more." And they sent somebody else in, and I was telling them the same thing. These people have kidnapped me from my home. I haven't done anything wrong. And I continuously said that in a room full of mandated reporters that should have stopped that situation. But they didn't. And that tells me something else. That tells me that they don't respect the citizens of Harvey at all. And they assumed, and I'm assuming it's because I recently, like I said, I lost the front tooth. And so I really believe that the fact that my hair wasn't combed, of course, I didn't have my wig on. I didn't have my usual head wrap that I would have on covering my hair, that they just assumed I was some type of dope fiend or something. And, just violated my rights as if I was nobody. And I want to say, even those that are on drugs deserve dignity and respect. But none of that was afforded to me. And so that's interesting. And then they tried to say, oh, and we're not releasing any names of the people. Hey, dummy, it's in my chart already. And when I saw her
Oh, yeah.
name, I just went to Facebook and found a picture and knew exactly who she was. So I don't need you for shit as far as that's concerned. And every picture that I find of her, I get under there and say, you a piece of shit. Because I mean that. Why are you even in the medical field if you can live with yourself and not admit your mistake? I would have respect for her even if she admitted her mistake. Hey, I didn't know what was going on. I just was following orders. But even if you look at her report, she mentions the mayor that I was trying to enter the home of the mayor. That never happened. But because we know that she wasn't there, we know that somebody made a false police report. I wonder who that was.
That's what I was going to say. How could the nurse say that? Because she wasn't there to witness that.
Exactly.
She could say that the police told her that, but that's not the same as saying, you cannot make the statement yourself unless you actually saw the thing.
Exactly. And so
they're making some mistakes, obviously, which is not surprising, but they can't even keep their story straight.
The day that they gave me that shot was the biggest mistake that hospital made thus far as I'm concerned, because I don't have no problem suing them. I don't have no problem suing them in both their official and personal capacities. I don't have no problem suing that entire hospital. And what I mean by that is every mandated reporter that was there, I can sue them in their official and personal capacities, because you first off, you misdiagnosed me. Since you want to use medical terms, you misdiagnosed me and said that I was insane. And so, like I said, I'm going to reach out to a couple organizations. The ones that I have already filed complaints with, they're pretty much, don't do anything. And, it's really sad as a citizen when we find out just how alone we are, when things like this happen, how people don't even come to our aid. We have to be, and this is what I was saying on Zoe's show last night, we have to be caring and loving towards one another. That is the only way that we are going to overcome a corrupt government, because they are always going to pit us against one another, to make it seem like we're so different from one another, when actuality they see us all the same. And so as someone else, I believe that was you, Ryan, that mentioned about it being a classism war. And, this is what the Black Panthers talked about in their, when at the height of their movement, with the Honorable Chairman Fred Hampton. That is one of the things that made the movement so powerful, is that people began to realize how alike they were, and and having that understanding that we're stronger together, and just taking the blinders off and understanding that this government most often is not for the people that they claim to represent. And it's just like I said, it's really sad. I feel bad for the previous young lady that was on the show. Like I said, I just wish I could hug them, because when you get out here, I'm a people person, and wherever I go, I talk to people, and people will say that about me. Even the grumpiest person, I'm still gonna try to make them laugh, or say something to them. I'm not an ass kisser. I just go out of my way to let people know that they are seen and heard. And so, and that's always been my personality, because a lot of times in my life, people ignored me and didn't ask me how I was doing, didn't say hello to me. And so I go out of my way to be kind to people. I meet a person one time and have a friend for a lifetime, because I'm a genuine person. I don't, I don't require much, and so my personality isn't domineering. I'm always yielding to someone else if that's what's going to bring the peace until it compromises me. But this administration is horrible. Christopher Clark is a tyrant, and I got to find another name because that name seems to be getting worn out. He don't give a damn about nobody but himself and those who support him. Anybody else, he feel like you're not even deserving of life, damn near, if you don't support him. And I really think a study needs to be done on him. I think he should go through a psych evaluation, the same one that he put me through. Maybe somebody needs to figure out what's wrong with him, or he could volunteer and take control of his mental health, because something's wrong with you. If you think that it's okay, you can get your ass up there in the city council meeting knowing what you did to somebody and sit up there and try to act like you ruling over something. Well, ruling over something knowing damn well you ain't right. So the good thing that I like about my story or what happened to me is I have absolutely nothing to gain. Nothing. I'm not running for an office. I'm not, I have in the past, I haven't been a part of anything political here in the city outside from expressing my own views as a citizen. I have barely even come to meetings because of the BS that I've seen. I think I've only been to 2 meetings in the maybe this is the third 3 meetings in the 8 years that I've been here because I like my peace, and I think I'm better suited to work with the people that I see every day. I think that's my position. Handing somebody a frozen bottle of water in 100-degree weather out my front door, or seeing somebody and asking them, "Have you ate today?" Giving them a plate of food. Seeing a mother at the bus stop with her kids and giving her a ride instead of riding past her, and different things like that. Even if it's something as small as saying a kind word to somebody, I think that type of work best suits me. So I've never really been one, although that's been prophesied time and time again over my life that by people in the church, credible people in the church, that often say, "I see you in politics" and things like that. And these are different people across different spaces of time, that have said that to me. And so it doesn't, I don't, and when people give me prophecies and words like that, I don't automatically assume that it means just what it means on the surface. It may just mean that I'm here as maybe a balancing effect in politics, because I do see things from both sides, even in the worst of people. So
although we do have a lot of positions you could certainly run for between parks, library, city, schools.
Yeah.
We do always need good people to run. Let me catch up a little bit with the comments. Let's see. Straight Shooter had said, "I hate that you all have to live with that kind of stuff around you. So unnecessary." I agree. Trina says, "Melissa, be like," I don't want to say all that, but BAN, have a good day. And you know what that stands for. Mr. LCU. Yeah, I don't want to repeat it, but it was hilarious. But no, she basically, it sounds like she's respecting that you're very direct, which I agree with that. Mr. LC2U says, "Now wait, Melissa, I'm a frat. We don't do that." Let me see.
Well, I'm telling you, hey, he's saying that, but that lady who shot me up with the medicine, she's a Delta.
I know. I don't like how unfortunately, usually to me, the most public stuff I see with these fraternities and sororities to be honest, it's often corrupt politicians saluting other corrupt politicians. They're like, "Hey, cool, I'm in the same fraternity." I'm like, if I were in the leadership of those organizations, I would be like, "Shh, no, don't tell people you're from our group. Like, that's embarrassing, right?"
Yeah, I know that. I know some beautiful people that belong to both fraternities and sororities. But
Right.
It's my spiritual belief that I don't take an oath to anything except God. And so, I think the most I've ever been in is the National Honor Society, and they put me in there. They self that ain't something I signed up for. It's just because I made the dean's list. But
Yay,
I just think that if an organization is doing more harm than good to the people that it claims to represent, or we're supposed to look at them and take pride in them, I think that they have even a greater responsibility to make sure that people are adhering to their code of ethics, whatever it is that they believe as an organization. I believe that Delta should issue a statement on what happened to me. I believe they should say something.
Absolutely. No, I agree.
I think that
Because
this is
it
not
does
a
tarnish
time to be silent.
yeah, it tarnishes the name of the organization, because if you say you stand for all these values, but then you have someone who is the exact opposite, but then they're all over their social media saying that they're a part of your group. I mean, that's not cool. Mr.
Yeah,
Elsie.
and we can even take the example, like for instance, when we went to court when Kobe charges got dismissed, immediately after I took the picture with her, it was said that I'm one of her henchmen. How? How? This is my older person. This is my older woman. I have issues with this mayor. How come I can't stand in support for her without being called one of her henchmen? But see, when people are wrong and they dead wrong and they know that they've done wrong, they're gonna grasp for anything. Like, and I'm gonna refer to this person as a clown. This clown that continues to talk. He doesn't realize how dumb he makes himself look to continue to try to paint someone as if they are politically motivated, and never even mentions what happened to me. But you supposed to be an advocate, and you never mention what happened to me. You do this dance and you say they, but you never give any specifics, any specific names, any specific. I found out they were just like the person that they were trying to report, but you don't have any facts to back it up. You're just saying they because you're dealing with a slow audience who does not question you.
Ryan,
And that's disgusting, because why, people,
Absolutely.
It's just stupid, especially in the day and age of technology where you can just simply send somebody an inbox and say, hey, what happened? Just like the dude, I call him a dyke with a mic, cooking with Frank, like he cussed me out and called me all type of names.
Oh, really? Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, and posted a video of me going off on jail, but you didn't tell them, and I didn't even mean to say his little ugly name. That's not you, that's me.
No,
but the clown came to my house and threatened me and pretended to either it was a gun or he was pretending to have a gun outside of my house to intimidate me. But none of that is mentioned, but I'm made to look like I followed this person when this person followed me, and he's yet to correct that, and I think that it's a special place for people that, that do that hate someone because of something somebody told you without you yourself investigating the facts, and his day is coming too. His day is coming
Absolutely, I
too.
agree.
And what's interesting is that when they did what they did to me, I told them that, I serve a God who's swift with justice. And I'm telling you, it wasn't even a week later that all of the other stuff, they assault Amir and his daughter, and They go down there and they beat up Hassan and
right,
you know, all of this different stuff. If you cannot tell me that that you know the good Lord is not sending us all some sort of message right now to let us know who the good guys are and who the bad people are, because not one word about these people that I have said will fall to the ground. I promise you that. They will pay. Each and every last one of them will pay in their own way. And what I love about God is that he has a unique way of addressing everybody, you know, including me, you know. And that's why I always try to you know, try to, you know, keep my conversation lines open with the Lord. Am I a perfect person? No. And I never claim to be, but I know God is perfect. And I know he understands me a whole lot more than humans do. I know he knows me down to every hair on the top of my head, you know. And I know that he understands that when I say things, I'm not saying it from a space of hatred. I'm saying it because, number one, I love you. And if I love you, I'm going to correct you. Because if, you know, in love, there is correction. If nobody ever tells you no, the problem with the clown is that nobody in his circus tells him no. Nobody tells him you're wrong. Nobody says, you know, nobody keeps him in check. And that's why him and his little circus is going to eventually collapse. And so, you know, that's all I have to say. I done said Candyman's name. I didn't even mean to say Candyman's name, but everybody know who I'm talking to.
It's fine. I've said that on several shows before too. That's why when I got mad, and I blame everyone that is either silent, or if you laugh or you contribute on social media when bullies bully. Those people are actually worse than the actual bully, because we wouldn't have bullies if we didn't have the silent bystanders, if we didn't have the people that laugh, or the people that, you know, add comments. Oh yeah, we know she's crazy. Oh yeah, we know he's a pedophile. You know, those people are actually, in my view, they're more guilty than the actual bullies like Clark and others, because they're the ones that give this person an audience. And that's, if they didn't have that audience, if they didn't have people to pay them money and support them, they wouldn't be able to hurt people like they do. So
absolutely.
I totally agree with that. So that's why I tell people, like, even if you're silent, you're like, but I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything when they said Ryan abused kids. I didn't do anything when they took Melissa. Okay, but unfortunately, if you know about it, you found out about it, you know what's wrong, and you're still silent, that counts actually as doing something. That actually means that you are a part of the problem. Like, you have to find some way to, whether it's a post on social media or something you say to your friends or whatever, we all have to stand up for anybody being bullied, because otherwise, unfortunately, it's not comfortable to say, but we're part of the problem. You know, that was the whole point of the Good Samaritan fable, right? Like, all the people that walked by the person who had been robbed and hurt on the side of the road, they were the people that that at that time, you know,
that's right,
they thought that those were the good people that would help, but no one wanted to look at him. They just wanted to ignore the guy. And then the one that was seen as like ooh, like that's like the worst person ever, you know. Ugh. That was the person that actually helped the person that had been hurt. So that's the point, is that, you know, silence is painful. Silence is complicity. Silence is hurting.
That's right.
The victims, you know, and a lot of people don't get that. They're like, but I don't do anything. I just mind my own business in Harvey. I just stay in my house. Well, but that's why we have the tyrants we have, you know. But I'm afraid of speaking up. Well, shoot, I get afraid too. But, you know,
you can write a letter. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta even say never make your name known. You can write a letter. And
that's a form of enabling. You're enabling the bad behavior.
Right.
Like, you're enabling the bad behavior. When you enable the bad behavior, you know better than them.
Right,
sometimes you have to go against the grain. You know, you always stay fair. You don't go against the grain, then you're gonna deal. You know, you're gonna be, complicit to what is happening.
Right. Exactly. Crook, is that what were you just announcing Foxy, or were you saying something before? I'm sorry. You were just announcing. Okay. I wanted to share, let's catch up with some comments, because Mr. LC LC2U noted that there were HIPAA violations in your incident, Melissa. And Verna says, how could they be sure that you would not have a reaction to the medicine they gave you because they didn't have your medical history? And that is a great point. Foxy had said, hey.
Well, I was
Crook
born
said,
in oh, go ahead.
yeah, let me just get through these first, and then you can add. Crook said, hit the subscribe, help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Oh, I didn't know we were that close. Okay, that's cool. Verna says, later in the segment, please discuss how he can cut with his never presenting a budget. Very arrogant. Oh, Mayor Clark, yeah, we can. Oh, how he can cut positions without reviewing the budget with the public. Yeah, that's a really good point, Verna. Okay. Yeah, Mr. LC2U had said something like, every organization has good and bad. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Verna says this person wants a trial in Flint for doing something much less than what you did. Wait, what does that mean? I'm not sure. Or maybe then what you mean he did here. Anyway.
No. They're asking for a trial for much less than what they did.
Oh, okay.
But
straight shooter agreed about the bullies.
That was a stupid move, but a smart move. Smart and stupid move all in one. Keep going.
Right. Straight shooter says if we do not speak up, then we give those people the consent to keep on keeping on, and that is wrong. I totally agree. And status quo says not unlike throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what will stick.
That's true. A lot of times, right now, a lot of this stuff is distractions. And like I tell everybody, when Tiffany was out here doing her rah, 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 and all her antics and her rants and raves and everything, people was looking at her and not paying attention to what was going on in Harvey. Now that Tiffany's out of the picture, now they're saying, people are starting to pay attention to what's going on in Harvey. Well, now we have to bring in another rah, rah, rah. Another distraction. Once you got a distraction in the city, now nobody's paying attention. Now look, the distraction is gone. All of a sudden, y'all finding out y'all getting a 10% cut in personnel. You get what I'm saying? So things are happening while all this rah, rah, rah is going on within the budget of y'all budget. Y'all still haven't got a notification how much money you got in there. I'm still stuck on how in the world.
You're right. It's all about the how can you be cutting people?
Cutting people jobs.
Yeah, because we haven't even seen where the money's going. Like how
right. And that part.
How can you make cuts? Like we don't even know how you spend our money. Like it's freaking ridiculous.
And another thing I looked at too, it's been 6 years since y'all looked at a budget. It's been 6 years since y'all seen the budget since he's been in office. Number one. Number two. Okay, when he did have a meet, had that live with Doo-Doo. Where the music coming from?
That's one.
Almost. Melissa's back. Hey, Melissa. And what was Foxy? What was the last thing? I'm sorry. Say it again.
I'm hearing music. Oh, okay.
Music?
No, I see it.
Oh, okay.
It was. I had an app that it popped on. It had been spinning. You know how you have an app in the background that keeps spinning. And I forgot all about it. And I'm like, I'm hearing music. And what it is, what I was saying, when that y'all man had an interview with Doo-Doo, and and I listened to that interview. I'm like, okay, you're a mayor of a city. How you said, okay, the treasurer was elected. Okay, got that. The treasurer was elected. So you're gonna tell me you're a mayor of a city and you don't know what your treasurer is doing with the money? That was a dumb statement, because that lets me know, okay, there's more into it than you saying. So how the treasurer talking about they was elected and I have no the actual words were quote unquote, I have no control of what the treasurer do because they was elected. So that's telling me that you have control of everybody else that's under you.
Right, including the comptroller, and we know that the treasurer can't do anything because you locked her out of the books, as she says.
Right.
I want to show you guys something.
What he said, but that was the thing, quote unquote. See, it would have went over a lot of people's head if you didn't He stated the treasurer is elected and they was not appointed. So I have no control over them and what they do with their books. So that lets me know that you've been controlling everybody else that's been appointed by you. That's why you had to pay out the previous chief, because he was appointed and he didn't want to abide by your rules and by your regulations.
Oh, right. Yeah, we've gone through several.
Now that's why he had a lawsuit and ended up winning his case. So you don't
more money that we have to
not
put
going to do
out.
what you say. Kobe's not going to do what you say. The other gentleman, I don't know his name. He sits beside Kobe. He don't do what you say.
Alderman Key.
Right. So neither one of them do what you say. So you sit back and you weaponize the police department on them. What you want is people to submit to you. And the problem is, how you going to be the king of a throne on a throne when your city look like shit? I mean, no puns intended to you all. There's nothing y'all done, but you haven't brought in. Then you sit back and you don't have a grocery store. This is another thing that bothers me. You don't have a pharmacy. You don't have a pantry. You don't have a grocery store. But then you're hollering about taxes, where the taxes are going to the other city, township, villages, whatever, because the people got to go to the grocery store to get food. I don't know if y'all pay taxes in Illinois, but if you do, that taxes is going to them. You billing up their taxes.
Mm-hmm. And I want to show you guys something, because this came up I think yesterday or something. And so with all the we just heard from Maria, we have unsolved shooting. Like you said, the city's not being maintained. The mayor's using the police to attack people. He doesn't live here, we're told. So this is how the mayor chooses to spend his time. Take a look at this. It says, this is the City of Harvey Facebook page that we pay for, right? Lights, camera, Harvey. Monday, our city played host to a major film shoot with a crew of over 150 people on set. From our streets to our support, Harvey proved it can handle a production of this scale with ease. Shout out to Mayor Clark, our city departments and staff for helping everything run smoothly. Hollywood, we're ready for more. And by the way, all this promotion, I call propaganda, Clark's propaganda, is also paid for by us, the taxpayers. So first you want to screw over all the people that live here and the businesses, but then you want to take our money to pay these media people to spin it to make it look like you're actually doing something good. So look, the city's literally burning, and then this is what Mayor Clark's doing. Oh, look at that. He's posing there on 154th Street. Let me click on the photos. We can see. Oh, Melissa, bless your heart. I love it. She commented, "Demon in the flesh." So I mean, and I'm not against.
Look at the city. They filming.
Yeah, I'm not against filming. Right, like I'm not against. I love that. I would love to have more film companies come and everything. But my point is, why is the mayor pretending that, like, he's the greatest guy ever because he brought this company here? First of all, how do we benefit as residents and businesses that live here? How do we benefit from that? Where's the money going that they're supposed to be paying, to be able to shoot on our public ways, streets and sidewalks and everything? Well, again, we don't know because we don't get told where the money goes. So I mean, that's a problem. But secondly, like, literally people are we have these unsolved shootings and crimes and people getting harassed and beaten by someone that the mayor supports and sends police to protect. And then this is how you spend your time? Like, what in the hell? And sorry, what is straight shooters? Meanwhile, they reduce the taxes for them to shoot the shows there. Right, probably. Straight shooter says taxpayers are picking it all up. Probably. What are they filming? I forget. It's something dark matter, I believe. And Beth said her phone was losing charge. She's in the chat. Oh, okay, no problem, Beth.
The production was called Durango 60647 or
606. Yeah, something like, right. But I mean, the point is, it's like, it doesn't even matter what they're filming. Like, we're not against that, but we are against, having a city that is falling apart and you're driving residents and businesses out but then you're gonna welcome, like, it matches Clark's pattern, right? If he can bring in outsiders and he can make money off of it, he'll do it. But if you live here or you already have a business here and you want to ask for something like a basic service, then it's like F you. So anyway, it was just crazy. So yeah, that's that. And I'm sorry, you guys, that Amir, I guess we lost him. I don't know what happened. Well, we'll have him on another time. He never got back to me. So, but yeah, I don't want to keep us too long just because we've been on for more than 2 hours now. But yeah, if anybody else has anything to add, or if you guys think I forgot something or any other questions, please
I think you covered
know.
pretty much everything. I want to say, Beth, I'm so sorry when I came in. I did say hi to you, boo. Hold your head up high. Keep yourself safe. Love you, boo. Jarvis, hello. Straight shooter. Everybody in the chat. Cook County, you know, what's up? What's up? What's up?
Fox.
Good to see you again, to speak with you. And Ryan, you know I love you, boo. Anything
Thank
that I can
you.
help you with, you know I got you. I'm gonna send it to you. You know I got your back.
Thank you, Foxy. Oh, Beth says hi, boo, to you too.
Oh, hi, boo.
All right, you guys, well, hang in there. Again, City Council meeting Monday, 7 p.m. Thank you for joining us, and yeah, let's keep up the good fight. And
Okay.
until we chat again soon, everybody have a great night.
All right, you too. Everybody have a good night. You too.
All right, Ryan.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.